He's a live one. He's got something you want. He wants all the same things that you do. How do you feel about your opponent?
No way. Look, I'm not even going to try and sell the fight. It's not on pay-per-view. I'm not the main event. It's not for me to do that. I want to go out there. I want to do what I do as a heavyweight, and I want to stop him.
Well, let's bring in the man they call the real deal. You are the champion here, Sol. You're defending your belt. Yep. You say before that you weren't sure that David Adeleye wanted this fight. He's here. He's at this table. Looks like he wants it. What are you thinking?
Yeah, it's positive signs this time, because I've sat on this table a few times and he hasn't been present, and now he's here. So it's positive signs that the business is going to go ahead this time.
Okay, hello, welcome to London, welcome to viewers joining us across TNT Sports, Queensbury social media channels. And I'll tell you, when Queensbury announce a Magnificent Seven show, you know what you're going to get. You know you're going to get champions, contenders, prospects, you're going to get rivals, you're going to get a little bit of everything. And what you're going to get is an unforgettable night for British boxing. That's coming up December 7th, a Magnificent Seven show at Wembley Arena. Let's speak first to the man who is making this all happen, Hall of Fame boxing promoter Frank Warren. Frank, another fantastic show here. I mean, the main event is brilliant, and we'll speak about each fight as we get through it. But give us the sort of intro here. What another brilliant show.
Well, we brought the Magnificent Seven to London. We've been doing it around the country, Midlands, and we thought, let's do one now at Wembley. So we put it on, Christmas cracker, early Christmas present for everybody in boxing. And look at the card. Great matchups, great fights, not a bad fight on the card. All excellent quality matches. And I'm looking forward to it. I really am looking forward to it.
Plenty to look forward to. Let's start with a young man in making his way in his career, now 12-0 in Royston Barney Smith, touted by many as one of the best prospects in world boxing. He returns to action on this show. And Royston, actually, it was almost 3 years ago, you made your professional debut at this arena. What a 3 years it's been. How are you feeling about this one?
No, sure, it's been a great 3 years of professional boxing now, and I want to thank, first and foremost, Frank Warren for making this happen for me. He's been a great manager and a great promoter, and I can't wait to proceed on the 7th of December and put on another great show on another great card.
Well, you were out at York Hall last time. It was Carlos Rayo who was the unfortunate victim that night. Only took a couple of rounds, and how'd you look back on it?
No, it was great preparation for that fight. I didn't really know a lot about him. He had a decent record, and I thought I was going to get in there for a harder night's work than I was. But luckily, I got in there and got the job done in 2 short rounds and put on a good performance.
Got to ask you as well, earlier on this year, you were sat at a press conference table where you looked down and you saw Archie Sharp and you saw Ryan Garner. They were about to fight each other. And I asked you, where do you place yourself? And you said, I think I'm number one. How far genuinely do you think you are away from the likes of Archie Sharp, Ryan Garner?
I would like to fight Archie Sharp sooner than rather later, to be honest with you. I know him well, it's only boxing, to be honest, but I wouldn't mind fighting him. There's a few other British fighters I've got in mind at the minute, and next year I'm going to look to take some titles off them.
Right, let's bring in your promoter and manager, Frank Warren. A very exciting prospect here in Royston. Really backs himself to go all the way.
Look, he's done everything that's been asked of him from a very young man, and we're extremely proud and pleased to be promoting him. He's got to come through this fight, and I'm sure he has the talents and the ability to do that, and then hopefully set himself up next year to be fighting for some bigger and better titles. He's very capable. Just doing everything that's asked of him. He's all the team around him, just been brilliant. Ben's done a good job with him, and I'm looking forward to seeing him at Wembley, and I'm certainly looking forward to next year seeing him step up and show everybody what he's about.
Good stuff. Royston, thank you very much. Can't believe you're only 20 years old. You're making serious strides in the game, so best of luck to you. Let's move to the cruiserweight division, where we've got Alois Jr., clearly one of the most exciting cruiserweights, young cruiserweights coming through in the world right now, and he's taken on Lewis Oakford. And Lewis Oakford, Commonwealth Silver Champion. There's a WBA Continental title on the line here as well. Very exciting fight. Let's start with Lewis. This is a big stage. This is a big fight for you. Are you ready for a fight like this, Lewis?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I've pretty much been training for my whole career for this point. I've been on a big stage before, but I started out at the small hall, so I'm not too familiar with these stages. But I'm looking to make the most of the opportunity. Most definitely, I can't wait for this fight. It's a great fight, and like I said, I got this opportunity and I took it straight away. The opportunity is massive, so I'm taking it with both hands, most definitely.
You're a Commonwealth Silver Champion. You won that belt against Devon Miller. But you must feel like Alois Jr., as you look across to him, is a completely different proposition, really highly touted prospect.
I mean, every fight's different, but you know that's what training camps are for. And yeah, you know I know what I can do in the ring, and that's all that matters. You know what I mean? Confidence is key. That's it. I've always had that, and always will have it. And I feel like I'm going to get the job done on the night.
He's getting a lot of hype from TNT, a lot of hype from Queensbury. Do you believe the hype?
It doesn't really matter whether I believe it or not. If everyone else does, that's fine. But I've got a job to do. I'm a fighter, and I train. I listen to my coach, and I do what's asked of me. And I believe that'll be enough, and that's all that matters.
Well, let's bring in Alois Jr. Alois, it was a proper fight last time, a real fight against Alonso Berardi. You came through, you won your first title. It sounds like this is another real one here. Lewis Oakford, full of confidence. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling very, very well. I've been here before, you know. Even in my first fight, despite me losing the first fight, I've been in challenging fights. This is just another one, you know. And yeah, that's it. Pretty much simple, really.
What do you think of your opponent?
He's well. He got a good jab. It's a bit awkward, but I know when I come close to him and I throw my shots, he's most likely going to be laying it down.
Right. Of course, in your dreams, bro.
All right.
The one loss that Lewis Oakford has is to John Hedges. It was like a technical decision. Are you looking to lay down a bit of a marker here, do a real job and show you're above all these prospects? You're clear.
No, absolutely. I know this. I don't believe it. I know I'm better than these guys. My explosive nature, my left hook, my right hook, when I put my shots together, it's very, very scary. Like, for instance, majority of my wins.
Lewis, he's got a lot of power, our man Alois here. You've got to sort of make sure you don't get caught in a trade-up with him.
I mean, the aim of the game is to not, to try and not get caught. It's boxing. You're going to get caught with some shots here and there. The cruiserweight division, we can all punch. Do you know what I mean? Whether our record says we have KOs or not.
You have 0 KOs, bro.
The fact is that we can all punch. We're all cruiserweights. And if I catch you, I'll hurt you. So, all of this explosive nature, power stuff, bro, this ain't the zoo. This is boxing. At the end of the day, we're here to fight. We're here to strategize game plans and beat whoever's in front of us. So you can run around and do all this crazy wild hooks and stuff, bro, but that's all good. But, you can only hit what's there in front of you.
And that will catch you. I'll make sure.
I feel like your opponents have been there to be hit because they've been standing in front of you.
All right.
That's just my opinion. And
no worries, bro. My hands are going to meet your chin, bro. Don't worry about it.
That's great. That's great. Good for you.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Thank you, Alois. Thank you, Lewis. Frank, great fight this.
Yes, it is. Louis, he is a technical fighter. He fancies the job. But you know what? Adeleye, real McCoy. That's what he is. He's the man. And he's the guy, I'm telling you, next year. And Louis, you're going to have to be really at your best. And but I just think he is something extra special.
Thank you, Frank. I appreciate it.
Well, we look forward to...
You're going to try and prove me wrong.
You can try.
We'll see.
Let's see if the mighty Oak can chop down, actually, Alois Jr. We find out on December the 7th. Let's move to the super lightweight division where Pearce, Big Bang O'Leary, unbeaten so far in his career. No opponent yet scheduled. I've heard there's been a couple of pullouts, but I'm sure Pearce looking to make a statement and show what a force you are in this weight division, Pearce.
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, I want to thank Frank for a fantastic year so far. Back out again in December on the Magnificent 7. And then, obviously, then in the new year, then we want them to fight for that European title, which I'm hearing at the moment that it's gone to Pearce bid. So that'll set me up nice year. And then by the back end next year, I'll fight for some more titles.
In this division, you've got the likes of Adam Azim, who beat Ahara Davis. Dalton Smith's doing very well. But we've also seen Jack Rafferty beat Henry Turner. Where do you place yourself in all of this mix? Where are you, Pearce? I'm
number one. I'm always number one. Keep on saying everyone's name getting mentioned, but bar mine, which is crazy. But the highlight reels that I'm pulling off each fight, I just don't understand. But look, time will tell. I'm in a position now. I'm at to make myself mandatory to fight for some big title, so we can just go from there.
and that brilliant win over Foley in Belfast just a few months ago. I understand you did that with food poisoning, Pierce.
That's correct. I actually thought I was going to get pulled out of the fight 30 seconds beforehand. I was puking up from 2:30 that morning of fight day right up until the fight. Before walking out during the rounds, we never drank any water, and to be honest, I was actually a bit scared. I didn't realise what. I thought I was actually going to get pulled out, so I had to just try stay calm, stay collective. As soon as I was in that ring, then that was it. I switched on.
Well, let's hear from your promoter, Frank Warren, and we get one more big bang before the end of the year from Pierce O'Leary here.
He's done magnificently, hasn't he, Pierce? He's 15-0. He's a tremendous. Well, he's not a tremendous prospect. He's doing it. He's on the cusp of something really, really big with that amount of fights under his belt. He's in a very lively division, but he's a lively fighter, and he is going to be given the platform and the opportunities to show what he's all about at the highest level. And I believe that, on the night when we do have his opponents sorted out, we thought we had it done overnight, but we're waiting for the contracts to come back. When we get them signed, we'll announce it, and it's going to be another cracker of a fight, and it'll be his opportunity to get to 16-0. And as I've said about all the other guys, next year's a big, big year for us. Queensbury, everybody involved in Queensbury, all the fighters, they're going to get some great opportunities to show what they're all about. And Pierce is one of our guys.
Thank you, Frank. Well, one more big bang before the end of the year from Pierce O'Leary. Looking forward to that. We should have news on the opponent said as very soon, as Frank Warren just said. Let's move to the welterweight division. We've got a cracking fight here between Sean Noakes, making the first defence of his English title, against the challenger Matthew Renny, who's unbeaten so far in 14 fights. And Matthew, I'm going to start with you. They call you Matthew Magic Renny, I understand. What sort of magic have you got for Sean Noakes?
You'll find out on the 7th of December.
So cheesy, Dev.
Well, come in, Sean. What do you think? What sort of magic do you think he's got up his sleeve for you?
Oh, I don't know. Dev, he's going to try and punch me in the face. I'm going to try and punch him in the face. That's pretty much boxing, isn't it?
I can pull the rabbit out.
I'd imagine that's the plan, Matthew. But tell us how you're feeling generally about this fight. It's a big stage, big show. Must be excited.
No, first of all, I'd just like to thank my management team, Warren Boxing Management, Frank Warren as well at Queensbury for getting this opportunity for me. It's a massive opportunity and one that I'm looking to grab with both hands. I know it's a tough test. I've got a good fighter. Sean's a credible opponent. He's not put a foot wrong yet as a pro. Undefeated. You don't become English champion by doing nothing. Do you know what I mean? So I've got a good fight, but I've done the small hall circuit, and I'm ready for this step up now.
Where do you feel your advantages are in this fight, Matthew?
Height.
I don't want to give too much away, but listen, I've got a good team around me. They'll put the game plan together, and I'll just execute on the night. As I said, I know it's not an easy fight, but one that I more than believe that I'm capable of winning.
Well, let's bring in the defending champion, Sean Noakes. First defence of the title. Got a bit of a target on your back now, Sean. How are you feeling?
I'm all right, Dev. It's got a nice ring to it, defending champion. I've heard that before. But, yeah, I'm excited, mate. I say it's a good fight, another credible opponent. So we're not taking any backward steps in the career. It's another good step up at the right time, I believe. And, yeah, it's a good test for me.
Why is he a good test for you? What do you think about him?
Oh, he's another mover. Don't give me no one that stands still yet. So, but yeah, so he's a good boxer, all-round twitch hitter, first one of them. But, yeah, I'm ready for it.
Plenty going on, and this question to both of you, plenty going on in this welterweight division. We've just seen Eko Essuman and Ben Vaughan have an incredible fight. Ethan James is there as the English champion. Not as the English champion, he's just won an eliminator. So he's coming for you. Where do you place yourself, Sean? Where do you place yourself, Matthew?
Well, I'm more worried about this fight at the minute. We'll take one fight at a time, but yeah, I'm not too bothered about that one.
Yeah, the exact same for me, Dev. I had no point looking too far ahead. I've got a job at December the 7th to do first, and then we discuss after that.
Yeah, exactly that.
Good. I mean, you two seem pretty pally.
All right, mate, to be fair, you know, need to get all physical and that. It's all stupid in the boxing game, exactly. We're both here to do a job. He thinks he's going to beat me. I know I'm going to beat him. It's just this boxing, isn't it? There's no point getting handbags and that, is there?
One more for you, Sean. You are sharing the card with your brother for the first time as a pro. This is quite something. How are you feeling about that?
Oh, I'm excited, to be fair. As I say, he's going to probably be backstage when I'm fighting, so it's going to be the first time I've fought without him ringside, but celebrating afterwards, but both of our titles in the change room is going to be some feeling, I think.
Could it be a distraction?
Nah, no, it's all business at the end of the day. So I'm not going to be distracted. I get to watch him fight. He gets to watch me fight. So he'll be on after me.
Well, let's bring in Frank Warren here. It's a brilliant English welterweight title fight. We're seeing a lot of great domestic welterweight scraps at the moment, and this looks like another good one.
It does. 2 undefeated fighters. Sam's 8-0, and as you say, Matthew's undefeated.
Wrong note.
14 fights. When you look at that, I mean, obviously, as you know, you only got to, by looking at me. I've been around for a long, long time in boxing, and for guys fighting in 10-rounders in title fights, years and years ago, it'd take them 18, 20 fights before they got to a 10-round stage, and it's happening. You know, guys are moving forward quicker, fighting for titles very early in their careers, and you know, everything that that's been done up to now has been fabulous for Sean. He's done a really good job. This is going to be a good competitive fight. And I know this matiness they got about it. He's talking to me about going on holiday to the Isle of Man next year. He thinks he's going to put him up in his house, doesn't he? But it's not going to happen. They're going to have a big war on the night. It's going to be a good fight. The pair of them are going to go out and show what they're all about. 2 really good fighters, and there's nothing better than undefeated fighters fighting each other.
Absolutely right. Best of luck to both of you, Matthew and Sean. Another fight here in the heavyweight division now, one that I'm really, really looking forward to, one that I'm sure everyone in this room is excited about. It's been brewing for some time now. Sol Dacres defends his English heavyweight crown against David Adeleye. Now, great to see you both in the same room at the same time, at the same table. David, I'm going to start with you. This fight has been bubbling for some time. It's been rescheduled. Opening thoughts?
No, nothing. You know, it's good to be back. You know, I'm trying to get back on the scoreboard. December 7th, I get to do that against Solomon Dacres.
He's a real one. He's a live one. He's got something you want. He wants all the same things that you do. How do you feel about your opponent?
No way. Look, I'm not even going to try and sell the fight. It's not on pay-per-view. I'm not the main event. It's not for me to do that. I want to go out there. I want to do what I do as a heavyweight, and I want to stop him.
Well, let's bring in the man they call the real deal. You are the champion here, Sol. You're defending your belt. Yep. You say before that you weren't sure that David Adeleye wanted this fight. He's here. He's at this table. Looks like he wants it. What are you thinking?
Yeah, it's positive signs this time, because I've sat on this table a few times and he hasn't been present, and now he's here. So it's positive signs that the business is going to go ahead this time.
What do you think of David Adeleye?
You always get this question, what do you think? But a lot of us fighters, we don't know each other personally, so what is there to really think? I don't really think anything about him. It's just another fighter at the end of the day, and someone I've got to get in the ring with and show what we do.
You say that. You have been in each other's company before. After your win in Birmingham, he came up to you, he was touching your belt, etc. Things like that have happened, so you aren't complete strangers. So when I ask what you think of him, you must have some sort of feeling towards him.
You know, he liked to, after the last fight, you know, he got there, got on the cameras, you know, after, and he probably kept this fight alive, to be honest, because if I never seen him, I would have thought he's pulled out a few times. You know, his fighting going to go ahead.
Let me correct. I'm going to come in on that. I ain't pulled out the fight a few times. He was meant to fight back in July. I got injured, and the fight got rescheduled to December. So all of this pulling out of fights, Solomon Dacres isn't the man to be fearful of. Of all the people
all I know is I've had the date.
This is not the man to be fearful of.
We've not had the fight 3 times, so I don't know, call it pull out injury.
And then we're going to swing 4 weeks today, so got it going on.
That's what I'm here for, you know, and that's what I'm here to do, is box, and you know, hopefully David's here to box this time as well, and not go missing and be at NPC for a year.
No, but see, this is the thing now. I think, like I said to you, we was meant to fight one time, which was in July. July never happened. I was injured.
Says one time. I've heard it a couple of times.
It doesn't matter how many times you got told. I got told different things. So obviously now we're fighting in December.
There now.
I went to try and sell the fight after his last performance in July, but I mean, Dacres isn't a guy to sell a fight. He ain't got a personality, so he just got.
I ain't got a fake personality.
But my personality.
Who I am. You know what I mean? I'm just who I am. I'm just a fighter at the end of the day. I'm not trying to be a celebrity or trying to be, you know, something outside the ring. I'm just trying to get in the ring and do my business. So That's what matters to me.
Like I said, Solomon Dacres don't have a personality, so you ain't the person to basically sell a fight with. So, yeah, like I said, December 7th, we're going to fight.
Okay.
And we get to share the ring then.
Okay, I see you there, brother. See you there, man.
No doubt.
Hopefully there's no doubt, because there was a lot of doubt last time, but this time we're feeling good. Injuries good. Everything's good this time. Camp good.
I can go now.
Anyone got a gum shield? Anyone got a gum shield I can borrow?
Got my running shoes on.
Be good, man. I'm just playing, man. It'll be good. Listen, December 7th, I just like it. Look.
That weren't funny, was it? Wait.
Nah, December 7th, we're going to go, man.
Poor Matthew Renny here.
The little guy's got a bit twitchy there, man.
No, we're good. December 7th, I mean, look, we're professional. December 7th, we're going to get it on. All good. Yeah, man, we get the ball rolling from there.
All right, let me just ask you one final thing each. So, after your fight with Michael Webster, you said the same thing would happen to David Adeleye. So that was a pretty convincing knockout win. You put your shots together, you got him out of there. Is that how you're seeing this?
Yep, that's what I'm planning on doing, yep.
Solomon Dacres couldn't knock out a wank, talking about knocking me out.
Well, knocked out my last opponent, so...
I thought we were going to say something else then.
There goes our sponsor.
Fantastic stuff. Thank you, gentlemen, both predicting a knockout win. It sounds like. Frank, brilliant fight, and we're here now.
It's highly anticipated. It's been postponed a couple of times, but it's on now. And both of these guys won it. You look at it, David's undefeated in title fights that he's had, and obviously so he's undefeated as in all of his fights. So we're going to get something again a little bit special here. Whoever wins this is going to go on to the next level, and we've seen what's the next level. There's some good fights there, some good domestic fights. You know, you look at Fabio and Moses, all the guys all floating around here. Lawrence is on the scene. I know he's a former world champion, so we'll talk about him in a moment when you do it. But these two guys, they're in a sexy division, a very sexy division at the moment, a lively division, and it's a division where you can go and make some serious money by delivering. So let's see who delivers on the night at Wembley. It's going to be a great fight, no doubt about it.
Yep. No doubt about it whatsoever. Let's speak to a man making not just his Queensbury debut, his heavyweight debut. Two-weight world champion. He's done it at cruiserweight. He's done it at bridgerweight. The Source, Lawrence Okolie. Great to see you, Lawrence.
Yes, thank you. It's great to be here. Queensbury debut, as I said. You're one of the main reasons why I joined Queensbury, so thank you for having me.
How's it feel, though? This is finally it. People have been talking about what can Okolie do at heavyweight. We've seen what he can do in the other weights. It feels like you're going to make a bit of an impression on this division.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I think the fact that I was, boiling myself down to cruiserweight last year, and now I'm struggling to get back down to 110 kilos. It means, I was definitely always meant to be a bigger boy, and I do enjoy heavyweight boxing, what it looks like, what it feels like. I mean, we just saw now with Solomon, and as soon as they said let's go, everyone starts moving, and I like that because that's what heavyweight boxing's about. So I'm looking forward to it.
You've got good ranking, WBC. You're well up there. I've heard some of your interviews. You've been calling out all sorts of names, the sort of names that people don't really call out. It sounds like the Source is here for all the smoke. Yeah,
I just think at the end of the day, I've had a lot of experience. I've won 2 world titles. I'm big enough, strong enough, good enough, so I might as well get in there with the top boys and let's see what happens.
How do you feel you shape up, actually? Obviously, we've got a couple of heavyweights here. I'm not trying to start anything, but shape-wise, how do you feel you shape up?
I don't know. It's hard for me to say. I don't know. How does it look to you?
You look pretty big to me.
Yeah, so...
Everyone does, to be fair.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, we'll only be able to see on Fight Night because it's very different, By the end of the day, like I said, I feel very strong, very powerful. It's the best that I felt in my boxing career, so it's just time to go out there and show it.
Well, the man you'll be taking on is down that end of the table, Hussein Mohammed. Give us your opening thoughts on your opponent.
Yeah, he's good, 18-1, 14 knockouts, good upright boxer, throws a good straight right hand. He's, like I said, he's good, and at the end of the day, he's going to be the heaviest guy that I've been in the ring with, so I have to give him his respect, but I'm looking to go out there and put on a big statement because, as Frank said, being at Queensbury, if you're good enough, you get the opportunity, and then if you're good enough, you win the opportunity. And although boxing's been good to me, there's still more that I want from it. So let's go and get it.
Well, let's bring in your opponent, Hussein Mohammed. And Hussein, I've seen a few interview clips where you sound very, very confident that you're going to do the job, and you're actually going to ruin Lawrence Okolie's heavyweight debut. What's going on in your mind?
First of all, good afternoon, London. And yeah, of course I'm confident. Why I'm a professional boxer? Because I want to win every time, and I'm sure that I will win. I know Lawrence Okolie from training camp in GB in Sheffield with AJ, and he's a nice guy. He's a good man. He was a good cruiserweight world champion. But this is heavyweight division, and I will welcome him in the heavyweight division with some heavy shots. I promise you that.
Well, you are going to be the heaviest man that he ever steps in the ring with. How much do you make that a factor in this? Is that the main difference here? What do you think?
Yes, I don't believe in that size or something. I think it's matter a little bit, but at the end of the day, there's some other. You have to be skillful. You have to be confident. You have to be you have to have experience. And Lawrence have the experience, especially in the championship fights. And I think it will be a great fight. And I think. He will face a very strong and very comfortable opponent. I will respect him. I'm happy to fight here in London, to fight in the big stage. But I'm just happy, I'm not I'm not nervous, nothing. I'm just happy. I just want a good fight. I want a good fight for the boxing community, and I love the British fans because they are very, very they are behind the sport of boxing. That's why I love to be here. And Lawrence Okolie will see a very strong opponent, and he will get some heavy shots. Trust me.
Well, you've got 14 knockouts, all at heavyweight. Do you feel like when you hit Lawrence Okolie, he'll know about it more than ever before in his career?
I think none of his opponents will hit hard as I hit. But I think, I don't know. I'm 100% sure that I will be fit, and that day I will throw some heavy punches. And I'm sorry, it's a little bit hard to understand you guys with your accent. For me, the British accent is not easy. Yes, but anyways, I'm happy, and I will be 100% fit at that day.
A word from you, Lawrence. Your prediction for fight night against your man here.
I'm going to stop him in the first 6 rounds.
Come on, Lawrence. Okay. Sorry?
No, that's my prediction.
Okay. Good luck, bro. Good luck, bro. I like you, but good luck. I like you.
It's interesting, though. As I said, it's that whole thing of heavyweights. I think I need to really make a statement because I think they get very confused with me being a cruiserweight and so on and so forth. So I'll make a statement, and
I don't see you as a cruiserweight. You are a heavyweight right now. You look big, and I respect you as a heavyweight. I respect you as a former cruiserweight champion. I don't think he's not strong enough or this and that. No, I expect a very strong Lawrence Okolie. But anyways, don't say that you will knock me out in the first 6 rounds.
See you then.
Trust me, bro.
Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you, Hussein. A word from yourself, Frank. We've got Lawrence Okolie as part of your heavyweight stable now, and got a very game opponent here.
We have. Look, if you want to be in big heavyweight fights, Queensbury's the place to be. There's no doubt about that. And Lawrence has done everything he could do. 2-time world champion at cruiserweight, and now he's moved up to heavyweight. And you think of people who've moved up before, like Usyk, David Haye, all gone on to do big things. Can he emulate them? This will be his opportunity to see, For me, watching his fights in the past, he's always looked tight at the weight. This time he hasn't got to worry about making weight. He's a heavyweight. And I think that'll add something to what he brings to the ring. But he's in with a guy in Hussein who really does fancy it and comes to fight. If you look at them, they've had 38 fights and 29 stoppages between them. So they're heavy hitters, big punchers, and that's what people are paying for, to see good quality fights. And this will be a good quality fight. And I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, this is a fabulous card, as I've said earlier on, and it's all for Lawrence to do. He's got the platform now. The platform is there for him to show the world what he's all about in the heavyweight division. He's got it there, and if he comes through this, former two-time world champion, it's not going to be long, is it, before he gets a shot at the title, that's for sure.
I think that's very much the plan, Lawrence Okolie. Best of luck to you on your Queensbury debut. Best of luck, Hussein Mohammed, as well. Great chat there. Sam Noakes and Ryan Walsh. What a brilliant fight at lightweight. When I saw this one announced, I thought, what a brilliant fight. Ryan Walsh is still here. He's bringing the Farmy army with him up to Wembley. And you're coming off a brilliant win, Ryan, where I don't think you were supposed to win against Rees-Mogg. You were the away fighter. You went in there and you cleaned him out in a round. What are you doing here? What are you after?
First off, that's a great question, but I want to say thank you to Mum and Dad. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be here, so big shout out to you, even though one's not here physically. Obviously, my brothers and Graham. I'm here because I'm stubborn. I'm here because I'm consistent. I'm here because I'm disciplined. Without them simple things, I won't be here, so what do I want? Just to get through this next 24 hours without any sort of stress and drama? What do I want out of boxing? I've always felt boxing owes me something. And December the 7th, there's 3 belts. If that didn't excite me, nothing can. 3 belts on the line. That's a really nice early Christmas present.
Ryan, for so long you've been like the president of the Who Needs Him club, right? So what did you think when the president got the call from one of the most exciting contenders coming through, not just in British boxing, but in the world right now, in Sam Noakes? What did you think? Did you think, what's he giving me a call for? Did you think, yeah, I've got him?
I respect that, but I am still surprised because the call before was a surprise. You get to a certain stage in your career and people want to build their profile off whatever you've done before. So I got one call, and I feel like this call is like them people who work for buses. One you waiting all the time, and then 2 come along, and this is the second one of that. So I'm still in a little bit of shock and surprise, but I'm still grateful because fair play to Sam and his team. I'm sure there's easier options, and I get massive respect for that.
Well, let's bring in the champion, Sam Noakes. This is a very good fight here, as all your fights are, but this is a guy coming off a brilliant win, an upset win. Why is it the right fight for you?
Yeah, I think... Oh, God, bloody hell, I'm sorry about that. I think...
Don't shout, mate.
Sorry, mate. No, I think, like, obviously everyone talks about world titles and this and that, and I think you can't get to that stage without having easy fights. And obviously, as you say, he's coming off a great win at lightweight against Rees-Mogg, who was arguably one of the better fighters in the country. So, and I think obviously he's not got quit in him. He ain't never been stopped. He's still got a lot of fight left in him. So obviously that age isn't a query or anything like that. So I think it's a good fight for me, a big good learning fight. And obviously if I'm looking to get on the world stage next year, then I think a good win against Ryan Walsh will put me there.
You got the knockout streak going again. It was an incredible streak. I think it's a 14-0, 13-0 around that, and then you 13-0 went the distance for the first time. But you got it going again now. Does that streak continue against Ryan Walsh?
I'll be happy if it does, but listen, durability, I think he's got it there. Do you know what I mean? I think obviously I'm training like it's going to be a real hard fight because I know it's going to be. Obviously, if the stoppage comes, I'll be buzzing, but if not. Nice 12 rounds before Christmas, eh? But, listen, it's a good fight. Not taking it lightly. The age and all that's irrelevant. He's got plenty of fight in him, and I'm looking forward to getting in there in a good tear-up come the 7th of December.
Does his style suit you, Ryan? What do you think about his style?
Definitely. He has got a very good style. It's, you can see why he's been signed. He's clearly got good power. And it's the adage of boxing, and styles make fights. But if I could pick a style to fight me, it would be Sam's style. I think you just need more. I've fought a few styles similar to Sam, but obviously he's heavier. But I just feel he's not a southpaw. If you look at my record, I'm not a big fan of them southpaws. A lot of my losses have come to
You never know. I might be able to switch.
I did see him switch. I'll put that there.
That in my back pocket.
I've seen him switch, and I can switch.
I know.
But stylistically, this is definitely it's going to be a great fight. And in the last fight, in the last show I was on, they was touting it as fight of the night. If this isn't fight of the night, I'll be shocked. That's what I'm preparing for. I'm preparing for the hardest fight of my career against one of the biggest punchers in my career. He's not the biggest puncher. I've sat exactly like this before with a fighter who's had more knockouts. Two fighters possibly have had more knockouts in a different stage of my career, at a different weight. So this isn't new to me. But it does excite me just like it did before. They were both orthodox fighters as well. So, yeah. It'll be the third time I've been in this situation. And I intend it to be the third time I win, because I've got the experience to do it. How we win, that's what how it unravels on the night.
Or it could be third and final.
Every time we get in that ring, I
hope it in the nicest way possible.
No, this is beautiful brutality. If you're not signed up to die, then you're in the wrong spot. You can die. I know this, and that's why I love this sport. This is why it's the best sport in the world. You roll up, you get bare-chested, and you just see who is willing to do that. See who's willing, because let's see how many people here. How many people now? Look at this. We've got 2 tables full of 4 fights. See who's still here at 38. See who still really loves this.
That's why I'm not overlooking you at all, my friend. I know it's going to be a good old tear-up.
It has to be.
Fight of the night, you reckon, yeah?
I'd be surprised if it's not.
Yeah, no, and me.
Brilliant stuff, Frank. It sounds like Sam Noakes, Ryan Walsh are promising a fight of the night. That's probably the reason you put this fight together, right?
Well, it's a great fight. You know, Sam's done everything's been asked of him. 15 and I think he's got 93% KO.
Don't quite sound the same, does it?
It is. He's all action. I mean, he's got unbelievable work rate. And he's in with Ryan, who's had, 35 fights now. He goes without saying. Everybody knows how competitive he is. He's a former champion. He's a veteran. He's got lots of experience. This is a step up. But it's going to be a bloody good fight. There's no doubt about that. They're both up for this. Listen to them. And I'm telling you, on the night, it will. If it's not fight of the night, it'll certainly be the second best fight of the night, that's for sure.
Ryan, I just want to come to you for a final message to Sam Noakes as you look across to him.
Prepare well, stay healthy, and as always when I get in a fight with anybody, may the best man win.
May the best man win.
That's it, yeah.
That's all you can say, mate. That's what it's about, Dev. I mean, proper sportsman, mate.
Very good, great stuff. The best man will win. Brilliant fight in the lightweight division, Sam Noakes and Ryan Walsh. Let's move up to middleweight. Let's move to the main event, a fight that was very warmly received across social media when it was announced. Brad Pauls makes the first defence of his British title. There's multiple belts on the line as he takes on former 2-time British champion Denzel Bentley. And Denzel, you are the challenger heading into this fight. There were talk of Hamza Shiraz, talk of Janibek. You've got Brad Pauls here. His tail's very much up. He's beaten a man that beat you. Tell us what you're thinking about this fight.
It's a good fight. I mean, it's been a minute since I've been in this position. The challenger. But, overall, I think it's going to be a good fight. And like you said, we've got good reception from the fans. So I think everyone's going to be entertained by it.
When you're boxing at British level, Nathan Heaney's side, guys like Danny Dignam, Marcus Morrison, Derek Asaza, you tend to just wipe them out and do so pretty quickly. When you look at Brad Pauls, do you look at him as another one of them, or do you think he's above that? What do you think in your heart?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, he's the champion right now. I respect him as a champion and as a fighter. But, I've got to go in there and, assess it, essentially. But, look, I'm in here to, prepare myself and move forward in my career, and I've got to get through guys like Brad Pauls if I wish to do so. So, it could be a 2-round, 3-round job. It could go 12 rounds, wherever it is, I'll be prepared.
Were you impressed with his fights with Nathan Heaney? He stopped Nathan Heaney last time out?
Yeah, no, look, good for him, man. Look, well done, man. I don't know there's not much more I can say about that. He done what he needed to do, and we're here now, innit? I just feel like, losing to Heaney, I created a whole mess in the division, and this is my chance to clean it up.
Well, let's bring in the champion For the first time in this fight, you'll be announced as the reigning defending British champion. Has that all sunk in for you, by the way, Brad? You made history.
Yeah, it took a little while, but yeah, it settled in. I'm here as a champion. I'm not here by accident. I've earned my right to be here. Like Denzel, former British champion, so it's a high-level fight and one I'm excited about.
I think you've said it's the toughest fight of your life, is what you're preparing for from your Instagram. What makes him so tough? Tell us your thoughts on Denzel Bentley.
Definitely the toughest fight. I know that from sparring him myself. I know obviously he fought my gym mate Linus. And look at his fights, domestic lads, he ices. You've got to be switched on for the full 12. Denzel hits hard, I hit hard. It's going to be a really exciting fight. But I'm going to have to be better than I was in my last fight to win. But it's going to be a great fight, great card. I'm just, happy to be here.
And when it comes to a certain level of fighter, as I mentioned, Denzel just tends to wipe them out and do so pretty quickly. How do you make sure you're not that guy, you're not that next one?
Got to step up, got to keep improving. We know the fight was dangerous when we took it, but you've got to back yourself. And I feel if I do things right, listen to my coach, the win's there for me.
Denzel, I'm hearing whispers that Umar's done an interview at Box Nation, and as part of that interview, you said that you're going to make Brad Pauls quit. Give us more on that. Have I misunderstood it? Give me something.
I mean, I want to knock him out. I want him, I want to stop him. But I know he's a tough guy, and if he doesn't go down, then I'll be forced to make him quit, and I think I can do that.
Yeah, we all want knockouts. Yeah, the fans love him. As a fighter, you love him. I suppose we'll have to see. It's a good fight. It's a dangerous fight for us both. I respect Denzel, and may the best man win.
Why do you win?
Play to my strengths, listen to my coach, and boxing's a funny old game. Last year I'm small hall, scraping by. This year I'm 3 back-to-back main events, thanks to Frank and who's looked after me. And you 1 win away. Denzel's number 2 in the world, I believe, WBO. And a world title shot for the winner isn't out of the question. So with so much to gain, the motivation is different levels. So everything I've got, December the 7th.
And Denzel, why do you get the job done?
I believe in myself and I'm a good fighter. I know I've got what it takes, to be at a certain level. And if I want to be at that level, I've got to get through this level. So, yeah, I mean, we have to see, how it plays out December 7th, but I'm very confident in what I can do.
Thank you. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Denzel. Frank, let me bring you in here. Brilliant main event. Brad Pauls defending his crown against Denzel Bentley. Plenty of world rankings on the line as well.
There are. I mean, and as Denzel said and Brad said, it's been really well received online. It's a very competitive fight. And there is a lot for both of them to aim for. Denzel's ranked number 2 in the WBO, and he's ranked in other organisations high. Hamza today vacated the European title. Brad was the mandatory for that, so we've now applied for it for also to be the European title. So that's on the line as well, or we hope it'll be on the line. And they've got it all to go for. Whoever wins this fight, and I've said it with a few of the fights today, they will be fighting for a world title next year. We will deliver the winner of this fight a world title. No doubt about it. That's what you got, fellas. That's what you two are stepping in the ring for in December to get the winner. I will deliver a world title. And that's what it's all about. That's what you want.
Motivation.
Should have won it last time. He's very unlucky, Denzel, not to be a world champion. He showed what he's all about at that level. And he's had a couple of setbacks and come back from. That's what good fighters do. And for Brad, he went into the other guy's backyard, all his supporters, and done what he had to do. So there's a lot going on in this fight. There's a lot, this guy beat this one, that one beat that one, and so forth. But where we are now is crunch time. This is it. Win the fight. Who comes through it's got a world title fight. So it's up to you, boys.
Thank you.
Sound good, gents?
Sounds good. Motivation.
December 7th, man.
Good stuff. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Denzel. Thank you, Frank. And thank you for joining us. We're going to carry on the stream. We're also going to do some face-offs here. Some should be very, very interesting. Thank you.
Well done, fellas.
So I agree with that.
Turn this down. We normally leave these two up. I'm going to take this two down. I need to unplug it. All the other ones.
Fights off of you now. You good? Sure.
Not as tall as the last one, still taller. I'm not short fat kid, he wants to fight. Keep asking the short fat kid, I am the short fat kid.
in, young man. Supposed to come and put this come. Lovely, guys. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Thank you. How about this side? Great. Supposed to come through. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, I've got Hall of Fame boxing promoter with me, Frank Warren. You just stood in between a number of face-offs. I'll tell you a fight that did sort of go a little bit up there was David Adeleye and Sol Dacres. Adeleye, that's a great
there's a lot
fight.
of tension in there between the two of them. You know, it's been postponed a couple of times, a lot of things been said. But when you see two guys together, you can see it for real. You know it's going to be a good fight. No doubt about that.
Well, it's been brewing for 9 months or so, and this is David Adeleye, for him, bouncing back from that heartbreaking defeat to Fabio Wardley on a huge stage. He's changed his team, a little bit of soul-searching, I'm sure, got to bounce back, and for Sol, he's the unbeaten guy.
Well, he's got some soul-searching with Sol, hasn't he? That's going to happen in the fight. And the bottom line of it all is, you know, for him, there may be a rematch if he comes through against Fabio, or vice versa if Sol comes through. One thing for sure, everything is there to be gained for them. Everything there. It's all this is all about. Everyone on this card, for the winners, it's win, win, win. You're setting yourself up for 2025 in big, meaningful fights, making money. That's what it's all about. They're professional boxers getting on the big platform. So big night for all of these guys on the 21st. All competitive fights, great fights.
Very much so. And Lawrence Okolie, also, just sticking with the theme of heavyweights, he is a new heavyweight. He's got an opponent there.
He fancies the job.
Yeah, big time.
He said to me just now, he said, do you want to sign me? Look, again, two-time world champion, cruiserweight, coming up a weight, no secret. A lot of people in the business knew he was struggling at the weight. But now, he's at a comfortable weight for him. He's a big guy. It's his chance now to see, can he emulate what David Hayes done, what Usyk's done? Can he do it? We'll find out. In with a tough fight, I think, between them. I think they've had 38 fights, 29 stoppages between them. It's a bloody good fight, no doubt about that. And we're going to see what Lawrence is all about. What's he all about in the heavyweight division?
This is the place to find out. The way you look through those top 10, 12 heavyweights right now with Ring Magazine, there's a lot of Queensbury next to it, and Lawrence Okolie looking to make his own dent on it. Frank, you've got this whole division sewn up right now. It's quite something.
It's not bad, son. You know, the guys have we've been working on this for a long, long time, many years. Invested in guys coming through and so forth, and other guys have come on board with us. Some of it down to the Riyadh season shows and so forth. But it's been good, and it's great. It's been great that we're getting fights on. It's great you're seeing some of the fights in the UK. Seen a lot of them, taking place in Riyadh as part of the Riyadh season. There's the big one is taking place on the 21st of December there. So what is going to happen afterwards? Is there going to be another unification fight? Are the governing bodies going to call for mandatories? Are titles going to be vacated? All these different scenarios. But all these guys underneath coming through, this is their chance to jockey and get themselves into position for the big fights. All these heavyweights have so much to gain, but you can only gain by winning.
Absolutely. And speaking of gaining by winning, that's something that Brad Pauls very much did when he stopped Nathan Heaney last time out, became a Cornish British champion.
He showed he was no Cornish patsy.
He certainly did. But I'll tell you what, he's got a real one in front of him in Denzel Bentley.
He has.
So focused up there.
But he beat the guy that beat him. So it's this connotation. You look at form lines and so forth. And again, it's a really, really good fight. They're both good fights. And it's been really well received online. You know, I've noticed in the social media how much people are looking forward to it. Got the added spice now that that Hamza's given up the European Champion title. So the European title will probably be on the line for this as well. the winner next year will get a world title.
Denzel Bentley
He
looked
has.
so focused up there.
But he beat the guy that beat him. So it's this connotation. You look at form lines and so forth. And again, it's a really, really good fight. They're both good fights. It's been really well received online. You know, I've noticed in the social media how much people are looking forward to it. Got the added spice now that that Hamza's given up the European Championship title. So the European title will probably be on the line for this as well.